Hello.
Hi, Milroy. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, perfectly. I can hear you.
Wonderful. I can hear you as well. How are you doing?
I'm all right. Okay, thank you. And how about
Good,
you?
good. I'll say apologies for the initial confusion when a couple of weeks ago when I sort of moved your appointment over to this time. I'd recognised your email address, so I just sort of moved your appointment forward a bit. So yeah, apologies for the initial
No, it's okay. Yeah.
initial confusion. So my name is Phil from Radio.co, and yeah, the idea of this video call is to guide you through the software, show you how it all works in relation to how it is that you hope to use it. So I guess give me a bit of context first of all. What is it that you are hoping to create with Radio.co?
Actually, before that, I would like to let you know that if I'm recording it, is it okay for you?
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay, right. So actually, I'm working for institute called Sri Lanka College of Journalism.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Our college director is one Mr. David, MGR David. He's the person I think contacted you for a demo.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So I am here behalf of him. Actually, I'm the technical person of this institute.
Right.
So what I'm doing is I'm trying to get to know this technology, and I'm trying to give this technology to the students who are going to come here very shortly. Also, we are trying to start a web radio.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So we have called for applications also. I think now applications are coming on. So even right now I'm with all the technical, the mixer and everything. I'm trying out few things, and still I'm trying to get to know more things. Because since you are an expert person in this, I'm trying, because radio core is something new to us. So we are trying to purchase this and try to use it in future. So before that, we thought of having good understanding about this platform and trying to get into it. Right?
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I'll do during this demonstration is I'll guide you basically through all the basics so you can see exactly how the software works. I mean, the main focus for what the software is it's all user friendly, all very intuitive. So even with people who have got no prior understanding or experience working with this particular kind of software or radio in general, they will find, students and faculty alike will find the software very easy to use and to get the most out of. So that's what I'll show you. I'll show you things like how you upload content, how you build shows, how you schedule shows for broadcasting, and then also the most important thing, how do people listen to the radio station. So I'll go through all that, and it'll probably take maybe about 20 minutes, something like that.
Yeah, okay.
And what we'll do is we'll keep questions till the end, because I may end up answering some questions that you have already just during the course of the demo. But if you do have any in mind that you do want to ask at any time, please do interrupt me. Please do ask any questions any time you like.
Yeah.
Can you see my screen, my Radio.co screen?
Yes, very clearly, yes, I can see the
Wonderful.
screen.
Okay, let me just jump onto that now. Okay, so so first of all, Milroy, this is your Radio.co dashboard or your home page. So what this is it's just a general overview of what's going on your station. So the most important thing is that your station is on air. Now this is just a button, so you can turn your station on, turn it off anytime you like. But how our software works is it's actually all cloud-based, so nothing needs installing, nothing needs downloading, and because it is cloud-based, it's actually us that power your station for you. So as soon as you turn your station on, our servers will keep it on air 24/7 on your behalf. So you don't need a computer to be on constantly 24/7 to keep your station on air. We'll do that for you. This information at the top here, this is for live broadcasting, because you can actually broadcast completely live as much as you want. This just shows the connection status, so are you a host or a DJ currently connected to the server to do a live show? So I'm not doing a live show at the moment, which is why it says not connected. But if I was, it would say connected. And then to actually get connected, you need to download what we call a broadcaster. This is just an extra little piece of software that we've developed. And what it does is it just tells the software where your live audio is coming from. So you mentioned before about, having mixing desks. So basically, if you had a mixing desk plugged into your computer, you would tell the software everything that's coming through that desk, I want to go out live on air, and the software will do that. But what I'll do is I will send you a separate video guide that will just explain how that looks and how that works in a bit more detail. This information here will be relevant depending on whichever subscription plan you have. So each of our plans have different things such as concurrent listenership, so simultaneous streams, bandwidth. As soon as someone starts listening to your station, they'll begin using up your bandwidth. So you'll actually have a huge amount to use up every single month. And then storage, so that's for any music, any jingles, any podcasts, any interviews. If you upload content to your account, you can build playlists and then schedule them. Okay, so if I go to the media tab here, this is where you'll upload all of your content. So you can upload anything you like, as long as it's in an MP3 or an M4A, as long as it's one of those two file formats. And all you do is you click on where it says Add Media, where it says Select Files that are saved onto your computer or onto your that are from your hard drive. You can also upload content via Google Drive and Dropbox if you have any of those to share. But when you have uploaded your files, they'll all appear in a list like this, all in the order that you've uploaded them in. And you'll see that a lot of these tracks have got these brightly coloured labels. And they're what we call tags. And these are very, very important for helping you organise your content. So if you are uploading a lot of music or a lot of talk content, if you give them a tag, it just helps you organise and it places them into a folder. So I have pop tracks here on my generic music station. I have R&B tracks. I have tracks from the 60s. I have adverts here. And you can type in anything you like. So if I just highlight these 3 tracks here, say for example these were rock tracks that we wanted to play on the station, I can just highlight them. At the top here, just type in rock. Click on add. And what it will do is it will create that label and it will attach it to those tracks. So I now know that's how many of these rock tracks I have. So it's just a way of helping you organise your content. It's a good exercise to do really, to keep everything tidy. And if I go to recordings, if you subscribe to at least the bronze plan, what this will allow you to do is you can actually schedule live shows to record. So if you are doing a live talk show or a live music show, as soon as you come off air, you will have an MP3 file of that entire show you've just done. So you could download it. Maybe it's students who want to just review how their show went, and take notes from it. Or if you want to turn it into a piece of on-demand content so people can listen to it anytime they like if they missed it live. It's just a way of recycling your live shows. Voice tracking, this is a tool you would expect to find in any typical terrestrial radio station, and what this will do, this will allow you to record up to a 10-minute long voice track. You can record as much as you like within that time, and it's just a nice easy way of recording pre-recorded shows without having to leave the software. So I'll show you how that works when I begin building my playlists. We have a couple of other advanced features. We have a talk show feature. You can do talk shows on any of our plans, but what this tool does is this creates kind of an easier, more efficient way of recording remote content. So if you wanted to record a podcast or an interview with someone on the other side of the planet, then what you can do is you can create a recording booth here, invite them to it, click on record, and you can record up to a 60-minute show. So it's just a way of getting content with people that are remote, not in the same area as you. Okay, so if I click on playlists, oh, I've got MJR's just joined. Let's just add him in here. Should be. Hi there, can you hear me? Yes, I can. I can hear you very, very, very quietly, but I can just about hear you. Not really. No, still just very, very quietly. Sorry, say that again. Sorry.
Can you hear my colleague? Milroy.
No, it's like it's the microphone. It sounds like the microphone's sort of very, very far away, even though it's obviously on your head. No, no.
Not yet.
No, completely silent now, unfortunately. No.
Still we can't,
No, nothing unfortunately. Can you still hear me? No, completely silent. Let's just see if he's able to reconnect.
yeah.
So let me just tidy up one of my schedules here. That'll just make the next bit of the demonstration a little bit easier. Yeah, hopefully he's able to just reconnect in a minute or so. But kind of like the next part that I will sort of talk about is just how to build shows, because as I said, as well as being able to go live, you can build pre-recorded shows, and the way you do that is through playlists. So I'll show you sort of how they work, and then obviously I'll let him in if he's able to rejoin. But yeah, so when you build a show, you build a playlist. Just pretty much just a running order, and then tell the software what time you want it to play, and it will do that. So you can see a couple of shows I've got already here. And there's one in particular called the default playlist, and we'll actually give you that default playlist when you create your account. And what this does is this does two important jobs. So first of all, it acts as an emergency failsafe. So if you are ever doing a live broadcast and your internet connection cuts out, the default playlist can actually take over. So it basically ensures that your audience never hears any awkward silence.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, loud and clear, yes. Yes, loud and clear.
All right, thank you.
Sorry about technical difficulties there.
Yeah.
So I was just about to talk about how you build playlists. So when you build a show, whether it's if it's a music show or a talk show, if it's anything pre-recorded, you build it into a playlist and then you schedule that for broadcasting. So we do have this playlist here called the default playlist. And what that does is it's first of all acts as an emergency backup playlist. So in the event of anything going wrong, so someone's doing a live show and your internet connection cuts out, or the DJ you've scheduled is late for any reason, the default playlist will actually automatically take over and it will just play whatever's in that playlist. The other job that it will do is it will automatically fill in any gap in your schedule. So what that means is you don't have to create 24 hours of content just to fill your station. We can do a lot of that for you. So what I do is I will build a show. So at the top here, I'll keep it nice and simple. I'll just call it Phil's Show. Nice and easy. I will give it a colour, like so. Click on the Add button. When I click on the Add button, it takes you to your playlist builder, so you can see the name of the show and its length. Now, to add a track to it, all you need to do is click on the plus button next to any track that you've uploaded. So I can just click down here like so, and you can see as soon as I click down here, it's jumping straight into my playlist. And I can actually also drag tracks as well if I wanted to. But you could work your way down this list and just add in any of your tracks that you've uploaded. You could even search for specific tracks here and upload them, so add them in like so. So just build your playlist however you like. Once they're on your playlist, you can move them around just with the mouse, get everything in the right running order, like so, get everything in the exactly where you want it to. So you see it's very, very easy to actually build a pre-recorded show. Just take your content, move it across, and then get it in the right place. Now, of course, if I scheduled this show, it will play for exactly, more or less 2 hours and 10 minutes. from start to finish, so it'll play in this exact order. However, what I can do is I can actually play tracks at random. So what I did was I used the tags here to categorize my tracks, but you can actually place these into your playlists. So if I took this 90s tag that I made earlier, what this will do, this will play a random track that's associated with that folder. So you can actually play tracks completely at random if you wanted to. Recording, so as mentioned just slightly earlier, we do have the ability to record your live from last month. If I want to repeat it, it's a case of simply placing it into my playlist, and it will then repeat that entire show within my now 4 hours and 10 minutes long playlist. Here. So voice tracks here, this, as I said, this will let you record vocal content up to 10 minutes in length, and it's a great way of recording content for pre-recorded shows. So if I go to the top here, it's got this microphone button at the top. Click on this red microphone button, and what it would do is it would just ask you to confirm what input you're using. So what headset, what microphone, what mixing desk. Just choose the right option. Click on this a second time, and it will then start counting backwards from 10 minutes, as you can see here. So what it's doing, it's currently recording everything that I'm saying through my microphone. So I could use this time to introduce a piece of music, I could introduce an old show, I could just talk for 10 minutes, I could maybe interview someone. It's just a great tool to have that means you can record content without leaving your radio station. So it's just a nice thing to have. It's also a great way to train young presenters or even students on how to host for radio. If you don't want them to go live just yet, or they don't feel ready to go live just yet, why not invite them to record voice tracks instead and just get used to the flow of it. But when you're happy with it, you just click on stop. You can listen back to it when it's got a green button, like so. Make sure it sounds okay. You can get rid of it if you don't like it. And if you do like it, just give it a name. So I'll just call this one Phil Voice Track. Click on create. It'll then create it and just place it by default in my playlist. I can just move. There we go, and now it's introducing my show. So you can record as many as you like, place them throughout your show, and it just gives off the impression your recorded show has actually got a live host behind it. Obviously, it was all pre-recorded. So that's how you build a playlist. Let me click on Save Changes, and it's time to schedule it because we want it on air. So if I go to the Schedule button here, you'll see my schedule. So you'll see the days of the week along the top, times down by the side. And as I scroll down, you will see everything that I have on my station. A live show 9 till 12 and a live show 6 till 9. Now, as I mentioned earlier, we have that default playlist which will fill in any gap in your schedule. And there just so happens to be a gap here every day between 12 and 6. So what will happen? As soon as this show finishes at 12, the software knows nothing's coming up next, and it will automatically fade in that default playlist and just play it continuously on loop. And again, the reason why we've done that is just to help you manage your station. So although we allow you to build a 24-hour station, not everyone is going to have 24 hours of content every day. So if you just leave gaps in your schedule, we'll just fill it automatically with whatever's in that playlist. And what most people tend to do is they build shows here and there and they let us fill in the gaps. So that's what I'll do now. I will create a show from 2 till 4. So if I click on 2, I'm going to drag it down to the time I want it to finish, which is 4 o'clock. So when I let go of the mouse now, it's going to ask me to confirm the details of this show. So you can see it starts at 2 p.m, it runs for 2 hours, and therefore finishes at 4 p.m. Now currently I've got it scheduled for Thursday, but if I did want to, I can schedule it across multiple days. So if I select Tuesday, it will schedule it for Tuesday 2 till 4 as well, and Saturday, Sunday, and every day if I wanted to, like so. You can also repeat this on a weekly basis, so if I click on week, it will schedule it for every day across 2 till 4, up until a certain date. So you can put in any date within 2 years. So if I select the 18th of March 2022, it will schedule 12 months worth of content in about 2 seconds. But before I do that, I need to click on the Advanced tab, and I need to confirm to the software what kind of show this is going to be. So if I click on Event Type and select Playlist, as it suggests, I'm simply playing a playlist on there. Where it does say Playlist at the top, click anywhere on here, I can see all of my shows. So I'll click on Phil's Show. This just means I'm telling the software I'm going to play the Phil's Show playlist 2 till 4 every day, every week the next 12 months. If I'm happy with that, I click on Create Event. Like I said, it will take about 2 seconds or so, and there we go. That's scheduled. You can now see, starting from today, 2 till 4, this playlist will play. And it will automatically fade in at 2 and automatically fade out at 4. You don't need to do anything. You just need to tell the software what time you want it to play, and it will do it for you automatically. So that's how easy it is to do a pre-recorded show. You just need to upload your content, build a playlist, and then simply tell the software what time you want it to play, and it's very well behaved, so it will play it when it needs to. Now, if you want this to be a live show, as I said, you can do live broadcasting. I'm going to click on it, and where it says event type, instead of playlist, I then need to tell the software which host, which DJ this is going to be, because it's going to be expecting that particular person. Now, it could very well just be you have one login to this account that multiple teachers and students share. But what you can do is you can also give out individual access to a certain amount of people. So I'll just select myself for now, so Phil. And this just means I'm going to, I'm telling the software I'm going to do a live show. I'm going to record the broadcast. So as soon as I come off there, I will have an MP3 file of my entire show that I download or I repeat. And if I'm happy with these changes, I'm going to click on Update Event. And what will happen is you can actually make as many changes to an event as you like, even if it's currently on air. There's a lot of flexibility. I'm going live. The software knows it's going to be me. I can log in and get connected up to 5 minutes before I am due on air. And then if I have connected, the software will automatically fade me in at 2 and automatically fade me out at 4. If I have any technical difficulties, you know exactly what my backup playlist will be, so this will play in the event of something going wrong. And again, recording has been enabled, so I know I've got my show as available as a file when I'm finished. But again, that's how you do a live show. You just need to tell the software who's going live and what time. And as long as that person does log in and get connected, they absolutely will go live on air. So I'll show you very shortly how to invite people onto your account. But first of all, the most important thing is how on earth do people listen? So if I go to the Listen tab here, first of all, you'll see this. This is a unique URL that's given to you when you create your account. What it would do, it will, when anyone clicks on it, it will take them to a blank page, a blank browser tab on their mobile device, and it will simply stream their station. There's nothing to look at because it's just a blank screen, but it's an easy way of people listening. Arguably, a more attractive way is by having a web player. So if you have, a website, whether it's, website just simply dedicated to the college, or it's one that you want to build specifically for the station, regardless, you can actually build a web player which will look something along the lines of this. You click on where it says Add Player. It takes maybe about 30-60 seconds. It just asks you, what shape and size you want it. You can have it display artwork for any tracks that you play, like here we go, just changed there. It will also display the information for the tracks. But yeah, you can also have it display branding or artwork for a particular host if you wanted to. It's completely up to you, but it's just a nice, attractive way by directing people to a website to listen to your station. And yeah, you can make it look exactly how you want it to here. You can also embed a schedule. So if I go on Schedule Widgets, if you again have your own website, you can build something that looks like this. You can decide the shape and the size, the color of it, but this will just be available on your website so people can see what's coming up on your show. We know what shows are coming up on your station. So it's just a nice way again to invite people onto your website. So the last couple of things really is we have statistics. So if you wanted to monitor how well the station is doing, you can. So we keep all stats and figures for your station for a maximum of 60 days at a time. So we're looking at the last 30. You can see, how many people have been listening, how long people spend listening, but also where in the world people are finding your station. So however people are finding it, we'll monitor it. So we'll show you the most popular countries, so quite an eclectic collection here. We'll also show you how people are listening, so what web browsers they're using, are they using a smartphone or a computer or even a TV. And we'll also show you real time, so if you or the broadcasters wanted to know exactly who's listening right this second, they can do. So we do live stats here, it changes every 2 seconds, so you can see here exactly who's listening. We've got a listener in Germany, one based in the UK. You can see how they're listening and when they started listening. So yeah, real in-depth statistics there. For admin as well, we'll also keep reports, so you know exactly what's played on your station during automation. These can all be accessed here. And we also have a series of add-ons, and this is just adds more methods of people listening to your station. So you can build actually a dedicated iPhone and an Android app for your station. This just means anyone from anywhere in the world could go to the Android, the Google Play Store, the Apple App Store, download an app and just listen to your station. These can be added on for an extra monthly charge. However, they are included in our higher-end plans as well. And also, if you did want to build a dedicated website just to your station, a new one, you can build one through us if you did. We have a few settings in place, so you can monitor how well your station sounds. If you go to the broadcast tab here, we have a default crossfade. That's the time it takes for tracks to fade in and fade out. So you can actually monitor it and change it as often as you like. The streaming quality, so all of our plans let you broadcast to a really nice high quality 192 kbps. But it's always up to you how you want to set it. Of course, the higher the sound quality, the more strain, the more of a stable internet connection it does require. So, perhaps if you were broadcasting in a community where internet connection isn't so good, then I would suggest moving it down a little bit maybe. But it's totally up to you. You do have the flexibility there. We have security measures, so you could actually block people or entire countries from listening to your station. We have integrations with, we have a podcasting sister company, podcast.co. You could link it there. Twitter can automatically tweet out any new tracks you play. And we have integration with Zapier, which is a program that will allow you to currently upload content to your radio.co account through Google Drive and Dropbox. And we also have billing information here, so you can upgrade and downgrade your plan as often as you like. While I'm on the topic of billing, actually, obviously you mentioned you were an educational institute, and we do actually offer what we call an educational discount. So we do offer a 10% discount across any of our plans, whether they are a monthly plan or an annual plan. So do keep that in mind. So we can offer you a discounted rate for the school's needs. And then we have users. This is the final thing. This is just how you invite people onto your account. So whoever sets the account up, so I'm not too sure, they will be down as the owner. They have access over everything, and they're the only one who can associated with the account. We have a station manager. Again, that can be one of you as well. They will have the exact same roles as the owner. They can do absolutely everything. And then we have other roles. We have a music controller. That's if you want to give people a bit more control over the station. That will allow them to upload content, build playlists, schedule live shows, and they can also do voice tracking. So if you do want some students to do some voice tracking, that'll be the good option to give them. Otherwise, there is a DJ and a guest DJ. They have the least amount of access. All they can do is log in remotely, host a live show, log back out. That's all they can do. So if you were to invite me as a DJ on your station, you would just click on invite a user. You'd enter the DJ's name, so in my case Phil, my email address, what role, so we'll just say DJ. What will happen then is I will get an invitation through an email. I'll follow those instructions and I'll get my own unique login and details. So that just means I can log in from any computer from anywhere in the world and host a live show. And with a DJ, they can only go live when they've been scheduled. So don't worry about giving people access, DJ access to the account, because they can't take it over, basically can't hijack the station. They can only go live when they've been actually scheduled. And that's the end of the crash course. I know there's a lot to cover there over sort of 20 or 25 minutes. I've actually got a recorded version of this demo that I can send to you as well. It's hosted by me. It's about a 25-minute long video covering everything that we've discussed today, and I think a few more details as well. So I'll email that to you. So if you do want to share that around the team or just revisit it, you absolutely can. But in the meantime, I've got a couple of minutes just before another appointment's supposed to be due. So if you have any questions I haven't answered for you at all, then please do ask them.
You spoke about these add-ons. Do we have to pay separately for them, or it's included in the package?
So if I let me go back to the add-ons here. So if you subscribe to our gold plan, so that's our second highest plan, you will actually have an Android app and an Alexa skill included. So currently that's $99 a month, and those will be included in that. And we also have a Pro plan, which is our top plan, and all three of these will be included at no extra cost, as well as all of the other features and things you get in those plans. Otherwise, if you subscribe to one of our smaller plans, so our light, our bronze, or our silver plans, you can add these on for an extra fee. So mobile apps are an extra $15 a month, and the Alexa skills an extra $10.
Okay, thank you very much, and I enjoyed your presentation.
Oh, no, you're very, 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 very welcome. I'm sorry we had the technical difficulties at the start there.
Yeah, can I just ask a question? It's a little awkward question. It's about the pricing. Mm-hmm. We very much appreciate that you give us educational institutes a 10% discount. The issue is we are in Sri Lanka at the moment, and we are just after the Corona break. And in our college, the situation is that many students are unable to pay their college fees. Mm-hmm. So we are in a little difficult situation, and in fact the internet radio we are starting to overcome these questions. Because of the corona they can't move about, so we want to give them training in the school itself. So we have a few practical, we very much like you, we have carefully studied your product, and we see that it's a robust product. And about how many people are using this at the moment?
Currently we have about 5,000 stations, I think, broadcasting news at the moment. Yeah.
So I think you are quite well placed to deliver these services. Would there be any way for at least for 6 months to give us some concession? I am not asking this for free. Can you give us some concession in your package where we can start with the light package, no?
Yeah. So you can move plans as often as you like, whenever you like. So if you did want to start off on the light plan for now, that's absolutely that's absolutely fine. And in the future, if you wanted to upgrade, yes, you can.
Right. So we'll look, and because what we need is we need a trial period. Is there any possibility of extending your trial period for us?
Yeah, so typically it's just for 7 days, but what I can do right off the bat, I could extend it to a 30-day trial, if that would help.
That would be excellent, yes. 30 days would be, Milroy, 30 days would be, I think, good to get a start. And we'll certainly go with your package, because we have studied this very carefully now, and I think Milroy, my friend, has done a lot of research on what is available free, but this is more robust and it's more reliable. So definitely we will look at this package more seriously, and 1 month trial would be excellent help, and also your 10% discount. So we'll work on this, and we'll not keep you any longer, because I think you have another appointment to go to, no?
Yes, no, thank you very much. What I'll do is I will send you an email later today, just with a bit more information about what we discussed, just a confirmation on the discount and the trial. And if you have any more questions at all, just respond to my email. And
physically, where are you based?
So the company's based in Manchester in the UK, so we're a UK-based company.
You are a UK-based company, right there. Okay. So I'm also a former BBC broadcaster, so I was...
Oh, right, excellent.
Yeah, so we are trying to get this into Sri Lanka, because internet radio is still not very popular. And this is a university network. We want to network all the universities together. So at least we can have, how many DJ positions can you have?
Light plan, you can have an owner plus two other DJs
that
or
would be
users.
Enough for the moment,
Yeah.
Okay, that's excellent. So thank you very much, Phil. Thank you for your time, and it was a very helpful presentation.
No, you're very, very welcome, gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining me. And keep an eye out for my email that I'll send you sort of later today.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye now.
Okay,
Okay,
bye.
bye now.